Hello, and good morning.
This is 22-year-old Gabrielle Petito. She went missing during a cross-country trip with her fiancé Brian Laundrie. Her body was later found in this camping area in Wyoming.
Petito's death is being ruled a homicide, but officials haven't yet released the cause of death. And a manhunt is still underway for Brian, who returned to Florida without Petito. So what exactly happened to Gabby? In the hopes of trying to get closer to the truth, I analyzed social media posts, witness statements, and police reports to piece together the last events before her final days.
Hi, I'm Emmanuel, an independent investigative reporter, and this is Tracing the Truth. Brian and Gabby leave the Laundrie's family home in Northport, Florida. They head towards New York in a 2012 Ford Transit, which they've updated into a livable space. After spending time with Petito's family in Blue Point, Long Island, they begin what is supposed to be a 4-month-long cross-country trip. A couple of days later, on July 4th, they post their first update from Monument Rocks in Kansas. That's a 25-hour drive from Blue Point.
After Kansas, they are next seen in Colorado.
Gabby poses in front of this mural in Colorado Springs. They discover the Great Sand Dunes and hike the cliffs at Mesa Verde. Their next known stop is Zion National Park in Utah. They both upload several images of their time camping and visiting known trails like the Narrows. Gabby also leaves this review of their campground using her Dirt account, a well-known go-to site for campers in the U.S. After leaving Zion, they stop by Cedar Breaks before their next stop at Bryce Canyon. According to their Dirt account, they stay for 2 nights at this camping ground, and the location in this image matches up with this moment in a YouTube video they share a few weeks later.
Up next, they take a dip in hot springs in Monroe. I was able to confirm that they were there from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. on July 25th, but these images go up the next day, on July 26th. At some point in the next few days, they make a stop at Capitol Reef National Park and shoot this video.
Right outside Capitol Reef right now in a free dispersed camp spot, and we've been lucky so far at all the places we've stayed.
And on July 29th, the couple posts these images of a hike at Canyonlands National Park.
And then their posting habits start to change. From July 30th to August 12th, both of their accounts remain pretty silent until these 2 posts go up on Gabby's account. Shortly after these are posted, a local dispatcher gets a call.
On the corner of Main Street by Moonflower, and we're driving by, and I'd like to report a domestic dispute.
It's now just after 4:30 local time, and Moab police pull over the couple near the entrance to Arches National Park.
How's it going? How are you doing? Good. Hey, we got a call about a male.
This is body cam footage of the stop, which lasts about an hour and a half.
There's 2 people saying that they saw him punch you. We're just independent witnesses by Moonflower.
Well, to be honest, I definitely hit him first.
Where'd you hit him?
I slapped him in the creek.
Gentleman noticed that you had some marks on your neck. Yeah. And she's got some marks on her too.
No criminal charges are filed.
The couple is ordered to spend a night apart. The very next day, these photos of Brian at Arches National Park go up on his account.
These are the last images he shares publicly, and Gabby's account will only share a few more times before she's reported missing.
This video compiling past and present travels is uploaded to their YouTube page. And on the same day, this photo of her and Brian in the van goes up on her page. But this isn't a recent image. It was shared by her and then reshared by Brian on August 2nd. On August 25th, these images of her smiling in front of a mural in Ogden, Utah are uploaded to her account. I'm still trying to confirm the date these images were taken, but these are the last ones that we'll see of her publicly. A few days later, around 1 p.m., Brian and Gabby are spotted at this Tex-Mex restaurant in Jackson, Wyoming.
A couple says they witnessed an incident between Brian and Gabby that left her in tears. I reached out to the restaurant, but they're not commenting at this time.
A few hours later, around 6 p.m., a family captures this footage of Gabby's white van parked on the side of the road near the Spread Creek campsite. If you analyze the footage frame by frame, the back door of the van seems to be open, but as the family drives up, the door closes. It's near this area that Gabby's body will later be found. On August 29th, Miranda Baker says she picks up Brian around 5:30 p.m. local time and then drops him off at the Jackson Lake Dam.
He told us he's been camping for multiple days without his fiancé. He did say he had a fiancé, and that she was working on their social media page back at their van.
3 days later, Brian returns home with the van, but without Gabby. Between August 29th and September 1st, he's accused of using a Capital One debit card that doesn't belong to him and ringing up charges of at least $1,000. Between September 6th and September 8th, the Laundrie family goes camping near their home in Florida.
Unable to get in touch with Gabby, the Petito family report her missing on September 11th to police in Suffolk County, New York.
It's now been 10 days since Brian returned home without Gabby. Local Florida authorities try to talk to Brian, but they're given the family lawyer's information. Brian's parents report him missing. They say they haven't seen him in 3 days.
On September 19th, the police recover Gabby's body near the Spread Creek campsite in Wyoming. The coroner's office rules her death a homicide but doesn't release a cause of death.
A federal arrest warrant is still out for Brian, and Gabby's family continues to plead for him to come forward.